East, I beg.
There we go. And now we are going to start with the most uncontroversial, censored, salient podcast intro of all time. Gotta have a
Hi guys.
nice monetizable 30 seconds, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Um, which hi chat. What's up? Welcome to the greatest, most PG-13. That's kind of risque. Welcome to the most
G.
G-rated podcast on YouTube. All
Yeah, what
right,
up?
fun
What
for
up?
the
What
whole
up? What up?
family.
What up? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are doing great on this fine Sunday afternoon. It's been a minute for all the
Mm-hmm.
people that are not members. Y'all haven't seen or heard from us in a little while.
Legends of
So
our
hi.
death have been greatly exaggerated. uh, I think let's just get into some context because the only people that know
Cool.
what we've been up to are
Our
the
members,
members. Yeah.
for sure.
So to be frank, guys, we haven't gone anywhere. We've just been like doing the member streams because we just happen to have been more free on these last couple Thursdays than Sundays. So
Mhm.
if members, we've been showing up, clocking in, clocking out. We haven't missed one,
Mhm.
right? We're gonna miss one
Mhm.
next week though.
Yeah, no, for sure. I
Yeah.
actually picked a horrible week to like really emphasize how on time we've been, how well we've been showing up. Because I simply will be gone for this next week. However, up until now, y'all haven't been able to say that about us. All right,
Nah.
we've been on our P's and Q's.
Yes,
We've
sir.
been showing up. We've been clocking in, and I think, especially last stream was a really really good one. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you say the Cuphead ones was just pure blinding rage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't disagree with you. But this last one, A Way Out, bro, that was a W game experience.
Oh,
All in one playthrough. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That was fun.
yes,
That
sir.
should
Yes,
roll.
sir. And to somebody who said they're a member but they don't know, that just means you're not tuned in, bro. You're just lying. Like,
Yeah.
sorry, man. Um, sorry we caught you with your pants down there. Like, I don't know. The whole squad just saw you just
Just lie like that, bro.
yeah.
That's
Like
crazy.
like what's
Um,
bro? I thought we
yeah,
wouldn't
what's going
call him
on,
out
man?
on it, bro. I thought he could just like get that one off. Like, okay, all right,
Yeah,
man.
bro. We are famously a podcast that does not allow for lies or deceit, bro.
Unless it's one
That's literally
of
like
us.
nah, bro. Not even us, bro. That's literally our motto for real type shit.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Um,
That's on me, man. That's my bad.
yeah, no, for sure. I'm glad you caught yourself.
Won't happen again. Anyway, so to explain some stuff and to reiterate some stuff, we haven't gone anywhere. The podcast isn't ending. It's funny. This speculation has actually brought on the main topic for today's stream, which is just like, what is the JJK list timeline looking like? Because this hiatus has
Hmm.
started to make us, me specifically, ask some of these hard hitting questions.
Hmm.
So we'll get into that more this episode. But short term,
Question.
we just took vacation days. Like that's just what
Yeah.
happened. Like I
Yeah,
went.
you took
Yeah.
vacation days. I was like, all right, well,
Yeah.
that's a good day to not clock in. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I went camping. I got my fucking I
Yeah.
got my license, BR. You want to tell them what you did in your time off?
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I went out of town. Had to go see the girl. Like, listen, bro. I was like, listen, man.
Yeah, I mean,
If JJ's taking off on Sunday, I can take off. Like,
we got
I
some
can't be
PTO,
more-
man. Like,
I
yeah.
can't be more invested. I can't be more invested in JJK than Giga. You know what I mean? Like, come
Mhm.
on, bro. We gotta. It's good time off. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
cool. We're gonna be back.
Dude,
Kind of in a little bit. But yeah, this is
this is gonna be a little bit of a yap session, a little bit of a more intimate stream than
for sure.
I think
For
we're
sure.
gonna be used to on Sundays. But
Gonna be kind of like in between that regular Honored Ones podcast episode and that
after dark,
like after
yeah.
dark kind of just like, damn, bro, these guys can talk and talk and talk. There's no JJK. How is this shit 3 hours? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's like, damn, bro. You know,
Damn.
we kind of just
Yak
have
benders,
the
yeah.
ability. Yeah, we kind of just have the ability to just speak at will forever. But
So
before we do that,
Hmm?
do you want to do the stuff that we usually do? Talk about the chapters this week.
uh
I don't think we've talked about Soul Eater
oh yeah.
publicly since we've done. A lot of things have changed since the last stream, bro. Like
God,
we got some housekeeping things
yeah.
to do.
Because
Real quick before we get into that, it's been
been
a
a
minute, bro.
minute, yeah.
It's been a minute.
So let's get
It's
into
been
it.
a minute.
Do you
Yeah.
want to? Let's start with Soul Eater. I think
Like,
it's yeah.
okay, cool.
It's pretty straightforward. So we both finished Soul Eater, not even recently, just I think a week and a half ago at this point. So like we've actually had a good chunk of time having already been finished with Soul Eater at this point. That's how long
Yeah,
it's been,
I've
right?
I've been done with Soul Eater so long, chat. I actually have a recording of a video I'm planning to make on my thoughts about Soul Eater. Like, it's been, it is past the window of video making, man. So,
Yeah.
needless to say, it's been a little bit. I think our thoughts are kind of solidified in their own way.
So
And they're interesting, in my opinion.
it's
But yeah.
it's definitely Soul Eater. Okay. I'm gonna cut the band-aid right off, man. Soul Eater was all right. It was a nice, cool, stable, reliable 7 out of 10. I just called it stable. That was a fucking lie. Oh my god. Already off to a good start. So when I say stable, I mean like it's not. Stable is like, oh, it's just, it's good in every respect. It's not particularly bad in any respect. Like it's a good passable time. And it is for the most part. ... with the exception of 4 characters holding up my entire enjoyment and care for the series. And that's not an exaggeration. Anytime one of them is like relegated off screen for a bit or they're not actively present, I mean this in the nicest possible, most loving way, that shit goes down an entire score. It becomes a harder series to get through without one of these 4 characters. Who are these 4 characters for me? Kid the Death, my god. Death the Kid, Black Star, Stein. I'll even throw Maka and Soul in there as a 1-2 punch, right? As a duo.
Okay.
They're definitely last. Yeah. Like,
Okay.
I didn't need to be that mean. I didn't have to say that.
You know what's really funny? What I have to say does not sound as harsh, but based on what we say, you would think, damn, Creams really hates it. And me, I just think it's like...
That's a 7, man.
It was pretty good. See, you're a sly motherfucker, bro. You said a 7.5 where Johnny would be able to see it, but a 7 where you know he's not going to be a captain, bro. You're not fucking slick, and I'm telling on you, bro. You're not slick because
snitching is crazy, chat.
Right? For sure. You know what? I won't do it. I'll just get Snitch UB to do it for me since he likes to. He be on that timing.
Mikey, you gonna let him talk to you like that, bro?
Yes, he is. Anyways,
Mikey.
So, hey, group leader is speaking. Quiet now, thanks.
You heard it here first, folks. Mikey, you heard that? Remember to bring that up anytime in the future we're on the server together.
But yeah, no, on a real note, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm like, yes, Soul Leader was... That's crazy. Soul Leader was cool, right? Soul Leader was chill. Soul Leader was fun. I enjoyed my time with it, like genuinely and thoroughly, like 70% of the time.
Yeah.
On the fence, maybe about 15, and just did not like or did not care for it another 15%. Much like Creams, a lot of my enjoyment is carried by a couple of characters. In this order, Black Star, Death the Kid, Soul, then Stein. Those are the pillars.
Literally
of
the same
my
character.
Soul Eater enjoyment. Just like
it's so crazy, bro. It's so crazy how much they hard carry. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll call it how it is. I don't give a single flying fuck about Maka.
Wait, dude, are you telling me? Wait, what about Ox? You can't. Big Ox, man.
All right, bro. Shut the fuck up, bro. Hold on, Mikey. If you rat him out, I'll give you your name back, bro. You don't have to be Freaky UB no more. But anyways,
Mikey,
group leader decree.
Don't get bribed, man. Stay strong. Stay well in your convictions.
You will. But yeah, I'm gonna be real, bro. Soul Leader is like it is a read that I will say, if you have nothing else to do, read it. It's not for me, right? In my opinion, it's not a must-read manga. It's not a Vinland Saga. Fuck, that sounded crazy deep.
Yeah, wow.
It's not a Vagabond. That's crazy too. It's not a free run. It's not one of those things where I'm like, dude, you have to see this now.
It's not an essential read.
If you're bored, right? You're bored and you're like, fuck, I kind of like Fire Force, or even if you haven't read it, Sword Star looks cool. Yeah, crack it open, read it. I'm sure you'll enjoy it, right? You won't not enjoy Soul Eater. However, if your sensibilities are anything like me and Creams, you're not going to think it's the best thing ever, right? I know some people that absolutely love it. I personally think that the protagonists, the ones that I named, mainly carry. I think the antagonists are very, very weak, with the exception, in heavy quotations, by the way, Krona and Medusa. Krona, Medusa was interesting in the beginning. I'll give Krona his flowers. I'll give Krona a flower. I'll give him a dandelion. You know what I mean?
Is that not still doing a lot?
I think it's fair. Krona was at least, here's the thing, right? There were points in Soul Eater where I was like, I'm bored. With Krona, I was still trying to figure out what I was feeling the entire time, and that to me is a step up from boredom, right? I was at least mentally engaged when, like, I was like, okay, how do I feel about this? How locked am I? You know, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I mean,
So yeah.
I get that.
By the way, bro, I think Just Some Nerd's been paying our
Oh,
bills.
yeah.
Chat, bro. I think he's
Yeah,
just been. I think he's
let's
just
let's
been
shout him
holding
out.
it
Yeah,
down, bro. That's crazy. Just Some Nerd. Thank you for what is it? The 15 gifted
16.
Gifted 16. Okay.
Yeah.
The 16 gifted memberships, bro. Appreciate you.
You're a goat, man.
Appreciate you. You know what, bro? I think you do. I think you were testing some of our patience in Cuphead, bro. Consider it water under the bridge. Consider it water under the bridge, bro. You know, I heard that. Hey, bro, not even mad. Not even mad at that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just Some Nerd.
yeah.
God, you're so fucking real, man. Thank you. Like everybody, give it up for Just Some Nerd. Woo! Applause sound. Applause sound.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Like we were saying, Soul Eater was cool. Like, I'm not mad that I read it, but there were some points in the binge where I was like, damn, bro, I really, where my goats at for real? Where's Kid? Where's Black Star?
Wait,
you know what I mean?
Are you telling me Big Ox, Big Blair, right? And third person weren't your favorites? You telling me you weren't tuned in for all three of them, the big three?
All right, bro. I can't even I don't. Here's the thing, right? I don't care enough about them to even like really go with the bit, bro. I'm like, Big Ox, like, no, bro. I'm not. I can't go there with you today, bro. Not over Soul Eater, bro. One thing I will say though, to be positive, Black Star, yeah, that's.
I get it.
Yeah, I get it.
Especially in that last fight, man. That was nice.
Black Star, cool as hell, man. Black Star, cool as hell.
Can I get negative for a bit? Then you can talk about how much you hate Maka, right? Okay, dude. Soul Eater has a villain problem. Can we just put our cards on the table there?
Okay, video essayist,
like,
bro. Get to it.
It's just auraless, jobless, maidenless, like unbelievably negative Riz. Justin Law, fuck it, who cares? Spoilers for Soul Eater, right? Justin Law betrayal. No joke, I had to go back a couple pages because I said, who? I was like, oh, wait, the priest guy with the earbuds? Oh, no.
Same question, but with cares, bro. I knew who. I was like, all right. Okay. All right.
Like, shoulder, like, damn, sucks for them. I don't know. Like, right now, what's the name of the immortal guy off the top of your head?
Whoa. No, his name is something stupid. Fuck. Free. You can't catch me, buddy. I read the manga. You can't get me. Shit. Don't put me on the spot. I felt the timer going off on my head, bro. You tried to get me back for that Sakamoto Days shit, bro.
Yes,
I see through you, man. Nah, that's free for it, bro. That's my goat, man. That's my goat.
You want to put that on the record? That he's your goat, by the way? Let's lock it in right now. Stenographer, can you read that back to me?
Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure. That's my silver foxy.
That's big free, shit. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Wow. Oh fuck, dude! I actually saw my life flash before my eyes over fucking free. I was like, no. Wait. Yeah.
That's hilarious, man. Okay.
No, but I do agree. It does have a very weak antagonistic cast. I think Medusa in the early stages hard carries, and I do think that's honestly,
putting a lot on Medusa. Yeah, she's not doing it well.
It's putting a lot on.
Like, if this was any other series,
on you, by the way.
That's crazy, Mikey. You said not to worry. I should have been worried. If Medusa would have been the weakest villain in any other series, but she is the strongest one in Soul Eater. It's so unbelievable. Like the Kishin, man.
Let me ask you something.
That Darth Vader ass reveal. Fucking hell.
Let me ask you something, bro. Let me ask you something. For real. Okay. The brother thing with the Kishin was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What antagonist in JJK is Medusa better than? Deadass.
You know Choso's brothers?
So in Kechizu?
She's better than Kechizu.
Oh fuck, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, wow.
What about you?
Um,
Who's she better than? Who is she? Obviously,
she's definitively better than Haruta for sure.
damn, and dude, big Haruta. Like, I gotta
Big
stop.
Haruta,
I
bro.
gotta stop.
The god of miracles, Haruta, bro. Like that guy, she's even better than him.
Not Haruta, dude. Haruta carried JJK on his back.
Oh my fucking god, bro. You're so right, bro. You're so right. That climactic battle between him and Nobara and Shibuya, bro, obviously top one fight in the entire series.
It shifted
Holy shit.
shifted the entire atmosphere of the series. What are you talking about?
Yeah, nah. Medusa. Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Are the films really that bad? Here's the thing. It's not about bad or good.
Just
to me, right?
Rolling
It's
nothing
just,
but gutter balls.
it's just high pitched ringing, right? It's just wow, nothing. I'm being given nothing. Okubo, work with me, please. Like the protagonist, really, really good, right? Especially here's the thing. Here's one thing I will say, right? For as much as I literally could not give a fuck about Maka, in a group setting, she becomes that much better, right? I think when all of the protagonists are talking, they're interacting, they're joking, they're going to school, for the most part, right? It's very good and very engaging. I get why Soul Eater kind of has this reputation of having like a very good main cast because I think they mesh well together, right? I think some of that falls apart on an individual level, as I've kind of made clear, but that's just not the case for the antagonist. I don't buy it, bro. I don't buy it. And Johnny, get him. Johnny,
he hates it too. He said it was garbage,
bro.
and he said
Listen,
literally
bro,
no.
Me and Johnny already had the conversation, bro. You can't say anything about what I said that's worse than what I actually told him.
Oh shit.
It's over.
Damn.
He doesn't know that you think the best, your words, antagonist in Soul Eater is worse than the worst antagonist in any other shonen manga you've ever read. He doesn't know that you said that. He doesn't know that you said Maka is literally more bland than air.
Mikey,
he doesn't know that you said that.
Mikey, you're such a redcoat. Like, oh my god.
He doesn't know that you said you'd rather read Fairy Tail every day of your life and never read anything else than reread Soul Eater, bro. He doesn't know you said any of that shit.
Oh my god. Johnny.
He doesn't know that about you, bro.
Johnny's just accurately
you lied
describing
about your Soul Eater opinions, bro. You lied about Maka. You lied about your tweet. Nah, bro. That's holy shit, man. Holy shit.
He's not like us. He's not like us.
Yeah.
Oh. Bro, you see that?
Oh, fuck.
You see that TikTok clip of the white dude saying, "Drake, you are like us."
Yeah, I did see that, bro. And honestly, if I was Drake, I would delete. That would.
Cease and
You
desist.
are like us. You are like us. You are like no.
Oh my god. Oh no! You caught me with my pants down. Sue me. What am I doing?
Oh shit! Yes,
What
you're out of a job. You're fired. You're a fraud.
Johnny.
You're a fraud.
Johnny, respectfully, nah. Anyway, where were we?
Damn. He just said you. Oh my god, bro. Never mind. Let me not say that. Let me not say that. I actually gotta meet up. With this motherfucker a little bit. My actions will have direct consequences, bro. Hold on. Hold on.
Meet the honored ones.
Honored one, bro. Take the S off that fucking name. Holy shit.
Because you lied about Maka. You lied about Soul.
You lied about your tweet.
You lied about all the other characters you said were cool.
Fuck a manga read. This is a long battle with yourself. Oh fuck, dude. Anyways, Soul Eater was cool. I give it like a smooth, consistent 6.5 with highs at 7. Like maybe you could say 7 out of 10. I was doing a little bit for me. I'd give it like a 6.5. I'll say it like this, right, chat? Soul Eater exists in the territory of like, and I say this. Some of y'all are gonna take this the wrong way. Cream's actually included, and I know John is in here, so he's gonna take it the wrong way too, right? But it is in that One Punch Man, Black Clover,
You're insane.
Demon Slayer
You're insane.
area of like, it's actually really enjoyable most of the time, it doesn't really do anything that shits the bed. Like, here's the thing, right? It doesn't do anything, in my opinion, that's outright
Look,
fucking sucks.
It has.
It's just
It's a stable pick. It's
sometimes not
reliable. Your
great.
parents won't be upset that you'll marry it. Like, it's nice. It'll provide and
It'll
give you.
provide.
Yeah, it'll provide. It's stable. It's got a
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
job.
See, like okay. Here's another example. It's a series that I think is better than some of the slander that I think is just funny, right? Like I slander One Punch Man. I'll slander Black Clover. That's funny, right? It's jokes. It's cool. It's funny. Soul Eater kind of fits in that department where I don't like it so much I can't bring myself to slander it. That's actually it in a sentence. Period. that's there we go. Comparing it to Pete Clover's nasty work, it was Black Clover fan derogatory. But yeah, that's kind of where I feel.
Mm-hmm.
What do I think about the Soul Eater and Fire Force connection? I think it's interesting.
I haven't read Fire Force yet.
I read Fire Force first. Did not like reading Fire Force. I'm not like.
He connected the dots. Like did
not like yeah no.
What did you think of the SEFFEU?
Yo, please don't ever do this shit again, bro. My brain actually was turned off. Like, I was like, too many letters and not forming a word. Oh, Robo Run has activated.
Here we go.
Patience down by 15%.
Here we go. Here we go. Chat, Robo Ronan's days are numbered. Trust, believe, hope. That time will be coming to an end very soon.
Yeah.
Or else. What's up?
That's kind of insane. But yeah, Soul Eater's cool. Fun read.
Yeah.
Fun read.
Satisfactory read. I think anybody who likes Soul Eater deserves little head pats. Little head pats to all the Soul Eater fans out there.
A lot.
Y'all,
a wave. I can give you a wave.
Yeah.
Head pats is crazy. Personally, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
let's catch up
strong
on
soldiers.
Let's catch up on some of these super chats. Let's get to it. So, cool. June, thank you for being a member for 9 months. Hi back at you. Just a nerd. Katakuri, Nika Nika, Muchi Awakening, Solo OP Verse. Thank you for the. Oh my God,
What
being a member for 3 months. Did you guys start Elden Ring's DLC? What's the predictions for upcoming chapter for JJK? One more question for BR. Who wins Six Path Naruto or Ichigo? Bro, fit in a lot.
Yeah, bro got his go around his money's worth.
Yeah.
Ichigo would be my pick.
Elden Ring DLC is probably going to be when not
ending.
Not
Honored Ones.
Yeah, not next week. Ideally, the week after next. Because we're off next week for After Dark and the Sunday episode, but we're going to be back hopefully to our regularly scheduled program Sundays and Thursdays by the following week, and hopefully Gege's feeling better enough to drop regularly again. So we'll see. I've been keeping up with the mod updates like every day, and he just dropped the updated Seamless Co-op mod today, so kind of test that out, make sure it's in working order, and then we can finally lock in, because I need to play this DLC before I burst, man. I've been avoiding spoilers like the plague, and I have not been successful. I have not done a hitless run. And predictions for
fortunately, I've just been chilling. But prediction for the next chapter.
It's gonna drop.
You're just gonna pull out some new interesting shit, and then at the end of the chapter, Sukuna is gonna pull out some new interesting shit where we're like, what? Fuck, is Sukuna Kaisen still ongoing? That's what's gonna happen. That's my guess.
Yeah. Okay. Dia, thank you for being a member for 5 months. Doesn't feel like 5 months, but I had to lock in for the Elden Ring streams, and I'm glad I did, because that After Dark streams are always gas. Love y'all. Appreciate you. I'm glad
thank you.
I'm glad that they're revisitable. I think they're pretty. I think they're pretty evergreen. They're pretty timeless.
They're solid, bro. That's your first From Software experience, and my first Dark Souls like experience. I think that I've actually played all the way through.
You don't think Sekiro counts?
No, Sekiro is just different. Is it same genre, same type, I guess, but like very, very different.
Like mechanically?
Dodging is mechanically very different. Dodging is like one of the dumbest things you could try to do in Sekiro, bro. Parry or just fucking die. Like I said.
Gotcha.
A very, very, very different structure from what I've heard and from what I've seen.
Okay. But yeah, Elden Ring was definitely, I think, the most fun I've had doing this. Next to, I don't know if I liked A Way Out. I think it's because it was like less stressful than Dying Light and Cuphead.
Mm.
But that's also a really good one. That's also just like a one shot that we did
Yeah, Honored One's gaming or game ranking is gonna be crazy.
by the end of the
That
year.
should be, yeah, that should be pretty interesting. I feel like Elden Ring kind of has a clean sweep though, unless we, like, if we're playing the DLC and that takes us a couple of weeks, we and I'm not gonna lie, bro. After Elden Ring, I'm not sure I'm gonna want to. I'm not sure I'm gonna want to play something super intense again, bro.
Yeah.
Like not a Cuphead,
Yeah.
actually. Just like not anything in that genre, but
Yeah.
for sure.
Man, Cuphead's multiplayer is just so bad. Like it's the most unoptimized, clustered. It is a much easier single player game than it is to do with another person.
For sure, for sure, for sure.
Um,
Yeah, yeah.
we'll figure out like more games as we approach that. But for
Mhm.
now, I'm very excited to get back into Elden Ring. Honestly,
Yeah.
I've been getting back into video games a lot more earnestly.
Mhm.
I finished up South Park: Stick of Truth last week, and this week I think I'm gonna knock out South Park: Fractured But Whole. And then ideally, right, if I finish that pretty quickly, I know my next couple games what they're gonna be, because afterwards I'm gonna do a coin toss between finishing up Persona 3 and doing Cyberpunk. Basically, I got some video games. I got some video games on my slate.
That's good. That's
Tis,
good.
tis
That's
the
good.
season.
Type shit.
Mm.
Um, let's see. Nexus, thank you for being a member for 9 months. Hey, Creams, what's your favorite Italian food?
Pizza. Lasagna is up there too. Do you have any idea the amount of self? Okay. Cool.
Yeah. M3D, thank you for the 2. Kaiser looks like he smells like Jared Leto. Is that not insane?
That's
Is that not like
what
he looks like he smells like Jared Leto?
That's a lot, man. That's a lot of layer. You could just say he looks like he looks like he smells. I don't know. Like he probably smells like Jared Leto. Something about the way you phrased it. He looks like.
And what is Jared Leto?
Like, do you know
I guess
firsthand?
I suppose he smelled like
Is he?
Kaiser looks. I don't know. I don't know.
Because you could just say, because Jared Leto just has like some skeletons in his closet. Sure, I've heard some things, right? Some murmurs. But at the same time, are we putting smelling bad on top of, like, is that just like a separate thing? Is that like a thing he's known for, or are we just like ascribing that? I don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea, bro. I don't know nothing about Jared Leto outside of like his Joker performance, if you want to call it that. But yeah, crazy. We'll get to Blue Oak in a bit. Just some nerd. Thank you for being a member for 7 months. All I'm gonna say is I wasn't being nice with those gift subs. I just wanted Goat Rhea to get a sub. Also, Free is my favorite character. Ronan. Okay, bro.
Thanks, bro. Thanks.
Anyways,
You're such a funny ass guy. Avant, thank you for the 2 thoughts on Gokuragai.
guy.
Thank
Neither
you.
of us have read it.
Yeah. Johnny Star, thank you for being a
Thank you for
member.
becoming an on one.
Appreciate
you, brother.
Yeah.
You've just paid to see Creams get angry on stream. Hopefully that can fix some of your anger towards him for his Soul Eater opinions.
Wait, no, I think he's just voting on the polls. Okay.
No, for sure.
Hansel Gotcha. Thank you for being a member for 11 months. Elden Ring DLC gave me above Melania experience. I have never feared the level 1 run more than I would have now, but nothing is unconquerable. Are you saying you want to do... Hold on. Back up. Are you saying you want to do a level 1 DLC run? My brother in Christ, the wind will kill you.
Mhm.
Dude. That's like... Okay. You know, I believe in you. I believe in you, Hansel Gato. Send me footage if you beat all the bosses hitless. I'm not gonna put hitless on you. You didn't say that. I'm not gonna hold you to that. That's crazy. If you do the Melania thing, like
you might as well, right?
Yeah.
If it's level 1, how are you gonna get hit?
I mean, obviously, right? Actually, he would have to do a hitless run. You're right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what I'm saying. Like level 1 means hitless, basically, right?
Yeah, at that point, yeah. Also,
yeah.
just some nerd. Thank you for the additional 5 gifted subs. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, let's see. So we talked about Soul Eater. We can talk about My Hero real quick. I'm sure you read the chapter.
Yes, I did.
You would never not do your due diligence.
Not me, bro. You know what's funny? I got like I gotta get off Twitter, man. Like I know everybody says it, but I really do. because
Mm,
I saw the Deku fries like McDonald's images, and I thought that
mm.
shit was real. Like, you have no idea. I thought like those were leaked scans. These artists are just getting better and better at replicating the original art style. So when I tell you I went through this entire emotionally like intense chapter with Endeavor and Dabi and the Todoroki family, and at the end I didn't see Deku serving fast food burgers, I was so shocked. I had to reread the chapter to erase that. I was like, nope, that one first run didn't count. First run didn't count. First run didn't count. Let's run that back, guys. Fry cook Midoriya.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Thinking that
Just
Deku actually was serving All Might burgers
God.
is
Oh my god.
crazy.
I was so fucking convinced, man. I was finished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's actually like, where's oh my god. Yeah, anyway, bro. This chapter I liked. I think the like first portion of it, like the wrapping up of the Todoroki family storyline was very, very good for the most part. I Natsuo cutting off Endeavor, W. Have fun with your family, King. Don't be like Endeavor, please and thank you.
You're already going this far? He wouldn't do this shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Endeavor not dying in that battle and having to live with all of his problems and keep fighting that uphill battle. That's nice. That's good. Good, good in the sense that like very deserving end and not just the typical I died to redeem myself. He was a hero sort of exit that a lot of characters that do despicable things do get. I like Todoroki reaching out to Toya here. I don't know how I feel about him apologizing.
Like, why wouldn't he though? Like, it makes sense with the journey he's been on to apologize. Arguably, it's the least he can do.
Toya?
Oh, I thought you meant Endeavor. I was like, what?
No. Like Dabi.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was.
It's not like it's a bad scene. It just feels like I can understand the tears, right? Maybe of regret. Sorry felt like a little like just, and it's not a lot, right? It's just, it's to me the biggest and most important part of this chapter. It felt like a little bit of too extra sauce.
I see. You think?
That's how I feel about it. Like it just feels like the motherfucker we know wouldn't say that. But hey, you know what I mean? It's been a little bit of time. Maybe he feels a little bit more remorseful. Obviously he does. He apologized, but it's kind of like it was just that felt like a little much. I liked basically Endeavor getting the worst ending for sure. I think that, despite being remorseful and wanting to atone and all that stuff, that doesn't
Erase everything,
absolve him of anything before. The latter half, it's not even the latter half. It's like the last few pages of the chapter. They're cool. They're all right. Getting an update on Nagant's cool. Getting an update on Gentle. I think he's acquitted or like out of prison or whatever.
Him and Labrava hugging each other. That was sweet. I really enjoyed that.
That was nice.
Yeah.
That was nice. Let's see. And then Spinner.
Yeah.
I don't know. I something, and I don't want to be a negative Nancy because I actually did really like this chapter. Something does tell me though. I won't really too much care for Deku talking to Spinner here.
No.
Something tells me it'll just be a little. I don't know, because I think that Horikoshi has a habit of sidelining Deku, not from like a plot standpoint, but in terms of like an emotional and mental front of like what he thinks about a situation or how he feels is always like so surface level, and the other person is always much more explored. And in a lot of cases that's fine, like in a Shigaraki dynamic, even in a Bakugo dynamic. Okay, that's cool. Those are characters that have a lot of things that I could care about or latch onto. But if he follows that pattern with Spinner, I'm like, dude, tell him the word Shigaraki told you, bro, and close that door, please. But I hope I'm wrong. Like I genuinely hope I'm wrong, but I just know that I tend to be a little underwhelmed by some Deku conversations. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
I guess that's fair. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I was pretty satisfied with this chapter as like a
No,
yeah.
I like this chapter 100%. This is like an 8 out of 10, 8.5 sort of chapter. Like I really liked it. It's just that negativity at the end was just speculation for something that I've noticed with My Hero before. So that's kind of where I'm at with that.
What do you mean?
It's just the it's like I said, it was like I was just saying with Deku, where I feel like I don't think I'll like that conversation.
I see.
That was nothing about this chapter. It was just that was just the last page, or rather the last panel. So I was kind of just speculating on if we're seeing Spinner, it's most likely that Deku's going to be showing up and hopefully telling him what Shigaraki told him.
Gotcha. How do you
Yeah, but
how do you feel about Endeavor's journey now that everything's well and done? Like, he was already one of my
I mean,
favorite characters, but I don't know. Do you feel like maybe he's getting over punished? I don't think so. I think it's pretty fine.
yeah.
But like the only thing that sort of like Natsu cutting him off was like,
Mm-hmm.
did he not earn some goodwill back? Like at all? Like it's fine if he didn't, right?
No,
No, you don't think so? Like what do you what
no.
would be like the deal breaker for you? Like what
There's no deal breaker.
like
There's nothing he can do to earn that back.
I
For
don't
Natsu, no,
at all?
no. Why would there be?
Hmm.
Unless Endeavor has a time machine, right? Like why? Like okay, I'll put it like this, right? Have you cut people off for less than what Endeavor did to him?
That's fair. That's fair.
Then yeah,
Yeah.
then that's just
Yeah.
it, right?
Like I said, it's not like I'm not I'm not saying it's not fucking unreasonable or whatever. I'm just curious like if you why wouldn't his heart be swayed by this by god everything, because it also like the Nomu from like the fire Nomu was like another thing where it like Endeavor stepped up and like he seems to be like making a concerted effort to atone and all that. I'm the effort is there, right? Like he's not it's there, it's ongoing. I guess I'm just
effort's all well and good, right? That doesn't mean shit though, right? What does someone's effort mean to me when they like abused people around me and me for years, right? Like what is that? What is your effort is like it's
That's a
good for people
consolation,
moving
yeah.
forward, right? But it doesn't do shit for my childhood, right? Like I'll piss on your efforts. Like they don't mean anything to me anymore and I don't want to talk to you. Like that's kind of how I see it. Like I think Todoroki is like just not even able to cope better because that implies that cutting him off is like a worse way to cope or an inferior way to cope, and that's not what I believe. It's just different, right? For Todoroki, he just doesn't feel the need to, and that's cool. That's fine, right? I'm not saying that like remaining in Endeavor's proximity is like a bad thing or like toxic or whatever, but it's just equally as valid and makes as much sense to me as like not so just being like, yeah, dude, I don't ever want to see you again. You have irreparably ruined my life in a negative way, and every time I see you, you're an explicit reminder of the shit that you've burned down. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You being nice now means nothing, right?
Gotcha.
It doesn't help me. It doesn't do anything. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's very fair. I was just curious because I was like, obviously I wasn't raised by Endeavor, right? But I was like, man, comparing how I felt to him at the start of the series versus now feels so drastically different that I do wonder how the other characters in verse react to this change. I think Todoroki's having the closest thing to my reaction, right? But I could see why there's a spectrum there. Yeah, I was just curious.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I feel. Like I said, I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah,
This was a
same,
really good
same,
chapter.
same. It was really solid. Like it, the sincerity of Endeavor's thing, like the emotional realism of it, and just honestly the aftermath in being shown in a very blunt way was very appreciated.
Yeah. Let's see. Sakamoto Days dropped a good chapter.
It was
Gave us
it was the rule book that I think we wanted a couple weeks ago when this whole when he got the
for sure. Yeah,
Takamura
that's
personality.
exactly
Yeah.
what I was gonna say. An explanation, and limitation as well. I appreciate that. Like, if he only had knowledge of him as an indiscriminate killing machine, that's the only thing he can recreate. He can't like conveniently make it so that, hey, I only remember Takamura as a killing machine, but when I use him, he's actually my friend, or I actually can stop people or stop myself from hurting people, blah 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 blah.
Exactly.
Um,
Yeah. It's also interesting that we got like the confirmation that it literally they're just figments of his imagination. There's no like magic or anything like what happened to Shin. So I find this so funny because it arguably means he's more locked in than Takamura was. Because like Takamura was obviously like really into the order. He was a fucking beast, right? But like we didn't know him, right? And neither did Uzuki, right? So it's interesting that he might have overcorrected himself, like in a Gremmy kind of way, where he's like, bro, you're unbeatable, so I'll be unbeatable," and he was just like, "Bro, I'm almost unbeatable. Relax."
Yeah, it's that, and I think it's also if he just puts himself in a position where like, oh, there are enemies around me, and then he turns on that Takamura personality. It's like, well, y'all are attacking me. That's bloodlust I sense. I get to slash you any which way I choose. That's on y'all. That's on y'all. That's on y'all.
Yeah. So yeah, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. I really enjoyed this. Interesting to see a cow. God, the name just does not ring right for me. Excuse me.
I mean, it's Rion and Akira. They're two different. A cow is the family name.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say Rion, right? That's yeah. So Rion stepping in was crazy. Just on a first of all power scaling level, nuts that she was able to like lock in there. On like a personal level, I'm surprised she was willing to do that. Like that's nuts, especially for Magnet Lady, whatever her name is.
Kumanomi.
Yeah.
Magnet Lady. You're a funny guy.
Yeah.
If it's women, Creams won't remember them.
Oh my god. I don't remember plenty of men's names.
Name one man you don't remember. That's what I thought.
Iron Jaw guy.
Dude, did you just make up a character? What the fuck are you talking about?
The dude with the spiky hair that was worth less than
Yeah, you're making that up, bro.
Dude.
You're making that up.
Oh my god.
W press.
Oh my god. I hate you.
He just doesn't remember women chat. He's a misogynist. Some shit we already knew though.
Damn it! None of the people I wanted to give subs got. Nerd, who were you trying? Also, some people might not like before you get any more subs. Just like make sure they have it enabled to accept subs.
Yeah.
like.
Bro's gonna give everybody that's ever. He's going to give like all 5,000 of our subscribers basically fucking gift it, and they're gonna be like, oh shit, I actually didn't have it turned on. That's crazy.
Yeah. So
you're talking about Hyo?
Yes, thank you. Damn.
Fuck, dude, Iron Jaw. Doesn't he just have like a small chin plate? All right, bro. That's just a bad description.
Fuck. I disagree.
No, bro.
Anyway.
Iron Jaw is crazy.
Anyway. Yes. Yeah, guys, make sure you enable it. I don't know how you do it off the top of my head. Just quickly Google it. Make sure it's like a thing you can turn on. I think do it on desktop. I'm not sure though. Like I said, you know, just look that up real quick.
It shouldn't be too complicated, but yeah, this was a cool chapter. Cool little chapter. That slap was crazy, like you said. It was very nuts. It looks like we're about to get a flashback of Rion and Uzuki's connection, so that'll be interesting. I'm curious to see how that shapes up. That'll be something. That'll be something.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This was a solid 8 out of 10 chapter for me. Gave me some much needed context, and I appreciate it. Also, no, BR misspoke. We are 50.
I just rounded. I'm not gonna say all 4.94. Like no, I see the subscribe thing right next to me. It's just it's closer to 5K rounding. Unfortunately, y'all have not locked in. We cannot force this motherfucker to love Naruto just yet.
All right,
so yeah,
man.
We still got a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, this was cool. Like a smooth 7 out of 10. I wasn't. It wasn't like crazy, but it was also Sakamoto Days, so it was solid. It was cool. It was cool. It was cool.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh, we can get into Blue Lock real quick if you want, or I can jump into Kagurabachi.
let's do Kagurabachi.
All
I
right.
want to enjoy
Cool.
my AC for a bit.
Kagurabachi time, chat. It's time for another sermon.
Oh yeah, you haven't
This
given
chapter,
a
as always.
real quick. You haven't given a sermon in weeks, so you might have to do a couple chapters.
So this chapter, don't interrupt the sermon again. Thank you. This chapter.
All right, bro.
God, this chapter was good, man. This chapter was good. I fucked with it these past few chapters, as the fucking heretic wanted me to bring up. I've been fucking with this whole fight, this whole interaction, Hakuri, all of it has been excellent, has been stellar, has been elegant, amazing, fantastic, phenomenal, delectable, delicious, whatever adjective you'd like to use that is emphasizing how great these last few chapters have been. I'm all for it. Because I've really been enjoying myself. And with chapter 39, it seems that we are at what is probably the climax or something close to the climax of this battle. And fuck, am I really here for it, man? Am I really, really, really here for it? All the time. All the time. Hokazono, if you can hear this, bro, I'm almost out of honey. All right. You gotta don't relax, actually. I'm lying, but you know, I gotta restock. I gotta get the beast to start getting more active. But yeah, this was cool. I mean, it was a lot of it was mainly fighting, but I really fuck with that fake out. Hakuri, oh my god, bro, you're so cool, man. Holy shit, that was so sick. That final slash, hard as hell. And then, sorry, I'm tearing up, chat. It's just so great. This manga means something, man. It's actually Hokazono's so cracked, man. Like on a macro level, this motherfucker has just really been cooking with these chapters every single week, man. And I'm so unbelievably locked in. However, we did learn some limitations to this to the like storage ability. It does seem to like mentally wear on the user the longer you keep it open. In Hakuri's case, it's a lot more of a toll just because he's recently unlocked this. For Kiora, he seems to be able to deal with the strain a lot more. But it's interesting. It's very interesting to at least get some limitations on it because the power is still going to be broken regardless. Don't get me wrong. I mean, that fake out illusion into the real Chihiro, God, bro. Oh my god, yeah, we need that. Yeah, we need that. We need that. We need that. Sleeping Edge, I think with the 14, following up Sojo with Kiora Cinema. Yeah, for sure. Being this good on the villain front as well, 2 for 2. Okay, man. Okay, Hokazono. Okay, Hokazono. I see you. I see what you're doing, and I fuck with what you're doing, brother. I'm really, really, really rocking with it, man. I'm really, really locked in. I'm really enjoying it. It's McDonald's. You do make a good point. It's a different kind of aura to Sojo's. Personally, I enjoy Sojo's more, right? But this is to say that it is different, but it's there. It's noticeable, and I like it. Even if it's not just your conventional, oh my god, he's so cool or so fucking insane. I do like him as an antagonist. I think he's existed to honestly do as much for Hakuri as what Sojo did for Chihiro, which is really sick. So that's a nice little 1-2 punch. If Hakuri really will be our deuteragonist, he will be, you know, that number 2 to Chihiro. I think this having Kira be the villain that kind of debuts him is a really good thing. I'm really excited. Kagurabachi been selling great too with that 3rd volume dropping. All around, I'm feeling the Kagurabachi fever, man. And learning that the Shinichi might be so powerful that the eternal contract is not enough to limit it is crazy. Learning that like that shit might not be powerful enough. Yeah, no, that's wild. That's wild. Goldfish about to become my favorite animal is crazy, but I feel you. That's crazy, but I feel you. This chapter was fucking excellent. God, man, Kagurabachi's so good, and it's been so good, so consistently in like in a very noticeable but like kind of strange way. It's like, damn, bro, who did you sacrifice? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, what binding vow did you make? And how do I make the same one? But I fuck with this. I fuck with this chapter a lot. I fuck with these past few chapters quite a bit. I've really been enjoying it. Um, give it a perfect 10. I'd be willing to give it a perfect 10. At least a 9. At least a 9. I think that that final slash plus the reveal can kind of push that over for a 10. Um, yeah, I'm gonna give that. I'm gonna give this and last chapter as like a 1-2 punch and even 10 for sure. This has been an insane. This was an insane. This is an insane little combo.
I'm back.
This is an insane little combo for sure. So Kagurabachi been on one. So yes sir. Love to see it, and you got back just at the right time because I'm about done with my sermon for today.
Oh no, you know, I also came up with like a good little chapter number for me to finally binge Kagurabachi.
What is that?
Chapter 64. When it gets there, I'll do my official catch up.
Nice.
Well, gee, Creams, how did you arrive at 64? Well, I'll tell you, man. So 64 chapters is the first season of JJK. That's right when it ends. So I want to see what like the first season of Kagurabachi would be like. See if I'm interested.
Got you. Let's see. McDonald's, think of the 5. Really wondering where the stakes are going for the rest of the series if the strongest sword is this early. Shit, bro. Chihiro might not get that shit. Like, it's definitely possible that it's either unusable or maybe maybe him having it along with N10 gets him the ire of like the entire government or something to that effect, or maybe he just doesn't retrieve it, right? We'll definitely see, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard to tell, but I think that is a decent question. At least that's a decent question for sure.
Satisfactory.
But yeah, for sure. But yeah, great Kagurabachi chapter. Great last few Kagurabachi chapters. I'm really enjoying it. Hokuzono. You know, I'll make sure that the Honored One's bank account make sure to wire you some good money for your services. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. But yeah, on to another great chapter. At least to me, the Blue Lock chapter. Dude, listen, man, we didn't talk about the last one either.
Dude, I mean, low-key, the ball's been traveling for a minute now. Like, it just finally reached its destination.
Oh, you haven't read the most recent chapter, have you?
Wait, the goal, that was this chapter.
No. New chapter where they're talking about...
266?
Yeah, 267.
Okay, let's see. Is it?
But yeah, these past few chapters, shit. Chat, the 266, 267 combo, because we didn't talk about 266 either.
Okay.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
That shit was...
Dude, the thorns on the ball. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, that was a goal.
Aiming system, bro. 1, 2, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 spreads, chat. 6 spreads, 1 chapter. God, bro. Blue Lock. You keep saving my life, man. You keep saving my life. Yeah, 267, very, very good chapter. Isagi and Kaiser talking to each other. Isagi doing his post-goal analysis as he always does. Isago getting active, thinking, you know, scheming, conjuring. But I gotta give props to Kaiser though. Kaiser did pull this out.
He did a lot.
He did his thing.
Yeah, like it was so crazy that they're all able to read football sign language and basically be like, wait, you're willing to like swallow your pride and pass?
For sure.
Oh my god. And like the this means you're willing to do teamwork in a team sport? This guy's amazing. Like, I'm saying all this like in jest, but it is really fucking cool how much meaning was able to be conveyed just with Kaiser's play.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this man, dude, that last page of 266 with the reach to the heavens, bro. Okay. All right, that's hard. That's hard. I gotta give it up, bro. I'm an Isagi fan, which makes Kaiser my natural born enemy on some water fire shit. But I gotta give credit where credit's due. He fucking cooked, man. He fucking cooked. He did his thing. His backstory was hard. His mini arc was crazy. I'm very impressed. Which will make whoever wins this battle, or maybe they both lose it. It'll make this whole thing interesting. We got to see at the end of 267,
The little
Rin in the background just like kill. Like bro is heated.
Mhm.
Cause you gotta think about it from his perspective, bro. Two of the best players on the field aside from himself are kind of just like ignoring him.
Mhm.
Charles thinks he's a fucking dork, right? That's uninteresting.
Mhm.
Shido scored the first goal. It's like this has not been a good showing for Rin, all things considered.
Mhm.
And then you just have the person you're trying to rival. It's kind of like to me the way I'd imagine it feels is like how Vegeta feels anytime Goku's like, yeah, I want to fight Hit or I want to fight fucking Gohan or I want to like whenever it's not him, I want to fight him so bad. That's my greatest rival. It's like, hold on, buddy. That's supposed to be me. Like I imagine it's like, cause yeah, nah, bro.
Mhm.
Rin, you gotta show up and show out, bro, cause you getting overshadowed, man. You
Mhm.
getting overshadowed, bro. Stick your tongue out and start playing better, bro. Like we done with logical Rin, bro. We
Mhm.
done with logical Rin. We need that egoist back on the field.
Mhm. Mhm.
But
He's got to
that
lock
leads me
down.
to this chapter though leads me to two theories, right?
Okay.
One of the theories I've been talking about for a while, and this chapter kind of just cinched it for me. I'm a very big believer.
Mhm.
Kaiser throwing Ness away completely.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I'm so locked in to the Ness is going to see the magic of Yoichi Sagi and help him score that last goal, bro. I'm so unbelievably tapped in
Yeah. He
to
needs.
that theory now.
Because like nobody's gonna be
I'm
more
just here for it.
reliable. Like when Ness chooses a seat, that's his spot.
Hmm.
So Isagi's got to get some Windex, clean that shit up, and make sure Ness has somewhere to go.
Yeah.
And I think Ness can really
Um,
impress him.
Yeah, and the second thing is I think the classification that Isagi's been putting people in, like the individualistic, holistic, the freedom
Hmm.
or free,
Yeah, the
restrictive, whatever.
personality graph. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. I think that Ren is going to be able to switch between those,
Mm.
um, based on like when he goes into what Liv has coined Bleh Ren mode or whatever,
Mm.
right? Like what he does at the end of the U20 game versus how he is normally.
Mm.
I feel like he's going to kind of like almost on some multiple personality shit, switch between those, and that'll allow him to be more versatile in games because he may function well in different environments. But that's my speculation, and I will be right back because I gotta take this call.
Yeah. Yeah. No, dude, I'm very excited to see this shit. Like it's interesting because whenever Asagi has a new awakening, they get more and more complex. Excuse me. Not just with like how he implements them, how he comes to understand them, but I mean like literally they're building and building and building. And now you have this like pie chart based off of like a bunch of other revelations he's already had just to even get to this point. And all I'm wondering is at what point do we get diminishing returns with this? Because his follow up to this graph is with this, I can understand more about each egoist and pinpoint their weaknesses. So my curiosity is: are you exploiting their weaknesses as a player, as a person, right? Or I guess both, right? Like, okay, if you like, what would you say is Kaiser's weakness or something like that, right? Like his personality, his personality. um, like let's just say it's that for instance, right?
Hmm.
What would Isagi be doing that he wasn't already doing to exploit that, right? Like why is he moving like yeah, bro, like this is a new tactic. I'm gonna shift it into new gear. I'm gonna get even more aggressive. I don't know. I don't know. Like it's just
What are you asking about?
okay. This graph, right, the ego type graph at the
Hmm.
end of this chapter, right, is
Hmm.
a depiction of Isagi's new like chapter of awakening. Cool. Like
No.
it's the next step of his evolution.
Okay, that's fair. That's
Yeah,
fair. Fair.
right.
Hmm.
It's another piece in like the ultimate puzzle he's building, and he's like, if I understand more about them and how their egos function, I can like exploit their weaknesses. Cool.
Hmm.
What I'm wondering is why is he saying this as if it's something he hasn't already been doing or at least trying to do, right? Like if he's trying to exploit weaknesses, if he's trying to get openings, like why is that said as if it's something different or new? Like what has he not been doing, like according to this like little panel here?
I mean, it just sorts things quicker in the midst of a game. it's like why people classify different species of animals, right?
Mm,
It's shorthand that allows you to know things on average, right? It's like saying, okay, say you're a scientist, right?
right.
Which I think Isagi kind of tries to play like.
Mm,
And you're like, oh shit, I'm already identifying animals based on how they are individually.
mm,
What's the point in making the classification of canine, right?
I
Because I'm
see.
already doing it. It's like, well, no, because now you know every time you come across this species, generally speaking,
It'll
right?
behave like
They
this.
will
Yeah.
follow like this, right?
Okay.
Isagi on the field doesn't have time to like get to know each person and let them score a goal so he
Mm,
can figure them out. It's more useful to have generalizations that he can use and apply pretty accurately on the fly
mm,
to then adapt and then deal with in the moment, right?
mm. Okay. I guess that makes more sense because I was thinking like, dude, was he not doing this the whole time? Did I misread something?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. 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 Yeah. So it was a little distinction that I guess
Mm.
I went over my head. Cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
Sleeping danger thing with the 14. Isagi's solution is to throw out more slurs.
All right, man.
Okay, bro. Hey man, he's it's always funny too, because like the way Isagi will sling around like fucking compliments with like so much fucking anger.
Mm,
Bring it on, superstar. Like that's you're hating in with any other expression on your face that is like undeniably glazed,
right.
right? But bro, it's so bring it on, superstar. Like you said that with some energy, bro.
Mm,
But I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
mm,
But yeah, I will say I'm fucking with it. Ren's definitely not.
mm-hmm.
Ren, if you're trying not to, because you know what's funny, he didn't
Mm.
even put him on his fucking chart, bro.
He really.
He didn't even bother
Yeah.
putting.
Oh,
He didn't bother putting him
I
on
didn't
his
even
chart.
notice that. Wow. Yeah. No,
And
he
I'm like,
didn't.
hey, bro, 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 come on now, Ren, don't go out like this, bro.
Lock
Don't
in.
go out
Lock
like
in, bro.
this. That's
Uh,
like you got to, or you're cooked,
I
or
really,
it's over.
I really hope these next couple chapters are like Rin's version of what we've been getting for Kaiser,
Mm,
just to see what he's been doing
yeah,
in the off season and all that.
that'll be cool for sure.
Hmm. Um,
Yeah.
what did you think of the whole "I thrive in discomfort" thing?
Uh, which for Kaiser?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously so, bro. That's
Yeah. I mean
the
the
only
the
place he's ever
flashback.
existed,
Yeah,
bro.
that flashback
Like,
kind of sent a very clear
of
message.
course, of course you do, bro. You were born in it, bro. Like you know,
Mm-hmm.
that's you for real, bro. You in discomfort, y'all locked in. That's twin. You know what I mean? So, that's kind of where I'm at. In all honesty,
Mm-hmm.
I think it makes sense. That's just the type of person he is. And getting away from that discomfort and having Ness ride his coattails and dick. He's like, I fuck, dude, I forgot. I really just need hate. Hate, hate, hate. That's me for real. Let's fucking go.
Lock in, lock in. Yeah, I could see
Yeah.
that. I could see that. This was a solid. I'm just gonna rank them as like 1 and 2. It was a solid 9 and 9 chapter. Nice little double nines.
Gotcha. Yeah, 10 for the first one, 9 for this one. How I'm feeling.
W-
That goal was crazy.
That goal was
but yeah.
indeed crazy. Yeah, Blue Lock always hits, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm fucking with it. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. Great chapters. Honestly, like My Hero, Kagurabachi. Like it's a surprising day where Sakamoto Days drops the weakest chapter.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I think by default, man. Like it's just it. Like somebody had to come in last. It wasn't even a bad chapter.
Yeah. It was not a bad chapter. It was just like, hey man, y'all on your end game. Hey, good shit, man.
Bro was on his
Good shit.
Bro was on
Good
his
shit.
B plus little B minus game.
Yeah.
I guess that leaves. Oh wait, did we read the super chats?
Let's see. Hold on. Arkham Lover. I don't know if we read this one. Arkham Lover. Thank you for the 5. Welcome back, Kings. Missed the Sunday Gab sessions. Trying to get my FFS under control. Any snack choices you'd all recommend? Personally, bro, Jello, and like hold on. Let me check my freezer real quick. What is it called? No, Halo Top ice cream.
Yeah,
Not sponsored.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Jello and Halo
An
Top. Yeah.
entire an entire tub of Halo Top ice cream.
Also,
300 calories,
yeah.
bro.
Also,
Yeah.
Jello, again, not sponsored, but Jello the brand, to be clear, gelatin also works, but I say Jello the brand because they use a lot of sugar-free stuff. Like, I got their pudding recently, you know, their layered chocolate pudding. That doesn't have any sugar in it, really, so it's only about 60 calories per cup.
Nice,
Hmm.
nice for sure. There are some like knockout, like the Jello I get is like 5 calories per cup, bro.
Hmm.
Like you can really throw away like 12 of those things if you're just like fuck,
Yeah.
dude, I just want to eat
Yeah.
something, and it's like
For
60 calories.
comparison,
Like you're,
like you know the pack of those fruit snacks that I have,
mm-hmm.
they're about 70 per pouch.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of comparison we're working with here. Also, this one's underrated as hell. Get rice cakes. Low calorie,
Mm.
they'll fill you up, and they're really good with like any miscellaneous toppings you want to have.
I might need to add rice cakes to the roster for sure.
Mm.
Let me see. Oh, Mozan, did you give us a super chat? Let's see. Thank you, Mozan. I think with a 5. Finished reading Bleach about a week ago. Can you get a 1 minute review of it from both of y'all? I think Bleach is like a 9 out of 10 for me.
But
I really fuck with it.
it's okay.
Good antagonist. It's good protagonist. I think it's like I think Bleach is just like very fucking good all the way through.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like
I have it at like a solid 9.5. I think I like it slightly more than BR, specifically because of the light novel buff that I got from me. Which, by the way, you still have to get around to that. No pressure.
have
but,
to is a strong word.
yeah,
But,
I mean you got otherwise you're a fraud. But
nah,
but yeah.
as group leader, I reject this. I reject this notion. But I do like Bleach quite a bit. I think. Yeah, I fucking like it's crazy. I love Bleach. Bleach is fucking amazing.
Bro, it's your pinned tweet. Like, it's been your pinned tweet. It's just funny. It's like, you're speaking. This is 7 out of 10. You sound like Lando right now, Loki. Like.
Say that again, bro, and I'll stop this podcast right now. I have to, in fact, apologize, bro. Say you're sorry. I sound like no. I need to hear that, bro. I sound like Landa. Apologize, bro. Right now. I'm not even joking, bro. On stream. Come on, quickly.
I'm
Quickly, bro.
sorry, my liege.
All right, there we go. Fuck, Landa. Crazy, bro. That's nuts. And I know Landa's just somewhere just hating on Bleach, bro. Just unprovoked. God.
God, that's
New Jersey.
That's insane.
You know?
That's insane. Lando,
Yeah.
if you're hearing or listening, I didn't say that shit. You know, that was all
He
him.
was thinking it though. He was thinking it.
Hey, that's neither here
but
nor
yeah.
there.
Anyway,
Let's see. Just some
Yeah.
nerd thing for the 5. This may be some peak lazing, but Baro and Kaiser have the same kind of motivation, which is funny to me given the whole ruler motif they got going on.
I wouldn't compare Kaiser to Baro, but Liv also has a sniper aimed at my head from about a mile away. So if I'm not careful, I will indeed lose my life.
That's fair.
I'll just say, they are both rulers, but I'll just ask you this:
What's up?
which is better, a king or an emperor?
Wow. All right, man.
I just asked the question.
All right, man.
I just asked the question. Am I not allowed to ask questions now? You know what I mean?
Bro.
Am I not allowed to ask questions now?
As a group leader, I'm surprised you're scared of a measly bullet, man. Can't you just like catch it with your teeth after she fires it?
I mean, I could, right? But that's a little bit rude
'cause,
to
like,
Liv's effort.
I mean, okay,
You know
but
what I
like,
mean? Like how?
okay,
here's
like
the
you know how
thing,
you
right?
said
Liv took all the time to get a 100 cal gun, right, and aim it an anti-material rifle, if you will, right? And I'm going to at least play dead for a little bit, right? If she like.
No,
Because here's
listen.
the thing, right? Here's the thing about being a ruler that you, as not one, wouldn't understand, right? You have to kind of it's
Put your life on the line.
good-
Exactly.
It's good to acquiesce sometimes to some of your subjects, just so they remember that, hey, you're just their king, not their dictator. You know what I mean?
No, but that's you,
Sorry,
bro.
emperor,
No,
not
no,
their
no,
dictator.
no, that's you, bro. Like, cause here's the thing, right? I don't make any decision without consulting you, cause like you don't allow it.
No,
First of all,
you do,
right?
honestly, and it's
but-
very, and
but-
that's why the files are on you, in fact.
But second of all, right, and arguably more importantly, right? Way more importantly, respectfully even, right? The problem is, you swore an oath in your royal. You remember your royal decree from a couple months ago, where you said any physical, verbal, or emotional confrontation will be settled and stopped by me directly by putting my body and
the
life
group-
on the line.
And the group therapist screams, yes.
No,
do
no,
remember that.
you expressly
No, for
said I
sure.
had to
It's
stay
in
away
there.
because I would quote make
No,
the
for sure.
problems worse.
For sure, you do, and in fact, you've created a lot of the problems that you're referencing.
I don't
but
think I did. I
you-
personally think I'm innocent.
We I mean, we could have a court case right now, but I don't think that's in your best interest, rather. So I'll leave that there for your sake, my underling. But I will just say this, right? If anything were to happen to my kingliness, right? If I were to put my life on the line for the sake of my
Don't you mean when?
kingdom, right? I won't need to, right? If I were to put my life on the line for my kingdom, all of the files that I do have on you will instantly go up the minute my heart stops. So it's all good, bro. Trust me, you'll be joining me very shortly. The pitchforks people will be pointing at you. Yeah, they'll. Well, honestly, you won't be joining me. I'm going up. So, but hey, you'll be going to the afterlife, bro. I talked to Satan. I lessened your sentence by
man.
a couple billion years, bro.
All right, man. Appreciate that. And just know,
no problem.
just know that I'll mourn you. I'll carry on in your stead. Don't worry. I'll run the group. I'll run the group like a tight ship. Don't worry. I'll crush all dissent with an iron fist, like you would want.
You couldn't run an anthill, but I'm glad that you feel so empowered. It makes me know that I'm such a good ruler that I make even the tiniest of insects feel like they mean something.
Honestly, my favorite thing about you as ruler and group leader is genuinely how locked in you are in person. Like when you're there in the flesh, dude, there's something about you. You're just more dialed in than usual, right? And like you sniff out problems even before they like come to fruition, and you stop them immediately by putting your body on the line. Like.
For sure, bro.
Yeah,
for sure.
I can't. I still don't know how you managed to force them to keep the Ferris wheel spinning on the second time after I said what I said. Yeah, that was crazy.
Honestly, bro, it was just I decided I was like, no, let's do this one more time. You know what I mean? And it's just one of those things. I was gonna say maybe you could learn it. I'm not gonna lie to you like that. So for sure.
You know, some people have
dreams couldn't run water. That's a W.
That's insane.
W.
I'll ban you for that. That's crazy. Dude. BR, I think I speak for everyone when I say I can't wait to see what fight you undertake next, physically in person without delegating a single thing.
For sure, versus you, in fact, right? Just a quick detour, actually, before I go on my trip, bro.
No, next fight, I give up. Damn, you already won without having to lift a finger. That's crazy.
No, bro, but you know what? As king, bro, like you said, I'm putting my body on the line, bro, and as subject, you will too. So,
and you'll always do it until your last breath, right?
For sure. And as will you, my kind of loyal subject, semi-loyal subject.
Can I ask you something? Real talk, right?
No.
If any one of these lines was repeated back at you, like
by who?
In the moment, I'm trying to avoid.
Yeah.
Right. Would that bother you more than like just that happening at all?
No, I will care just as much then as I do now. I will take it. And whether I'll allow you and the audience to interpret how serious I'm taking it now, I'll take it as seriously then as I do now.
As a heart attack, exactly. Thanks for confirming, man.
I'll leave that up for the audience interpretation.
Finding it out.
But let's see. Just some nerd. Thank you for the 5. I mean, in the fact that they both require an amount of suffering / despair to succeed, for sure. Baro would definitely fall into the individualistic, and like restrictive sort of. Well, does he? I don't know. Baro seemed to function really well when he had his whole team dick riding, but he definitely is individualistic, and he definitely does work well under pressure. But I don't know. It's interesting. I do agree that in that way they are somewhat similar for sure. For sure.
Love that for you.
Dreams' fridge runs more than himself. No, that's insane.
You're doing a lot. I
keep doing it, bro.
You're really doing a lot. Now I'm talking to the chatter, man.
No, I know. I'm talking to the same chatter, bro. They're doing a lot. Do more. Oh my God. Let's see.
Yeah. I guess let's get into the main topic. I think that's all we have left, right?
Yep. Katakuri Nika. Thank you for the 2. BR, what's my Naruto rating? 10. 10 out of 10.
Above Bleach is crazy, but
you literally haven't read it. You disgusting fucking swine.
The fuck? That was so fast.
Fuck, dude. Jesus Christ.
Bro, you don't normally go in that. All right.
Holy shit, dude. I'm tired of your shit. I won't allow it.
Bro said I've had enough.
Oh shit, bro.
Oh my
God. Oh shit. Oh.
You played with me for the last time.
Yeah, no.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, I forgot everything I was gonna say. What?
Oh shit.
Right. The JJ, JJK, you swine is just so charged, man. Fuck. Oh my god.
Oh shit. BR really said, I feel it slipping. No, bro. Oh shit. Anywho. The main topic you were talking about.
Yeah.
Existing in a JJK-less world.
I think this is gonna be a more multi-layered / personal discussion.
Okay.
Than chat might be in force. Let's lock it. Let's establish the rules, right?
Okay.
So we are going to be talking about it in a more existential way, right? Like as fans, as a community, as an audience, but also like on a very personal level, like this podcast, the Honored Ones podcast. That's I don't know why I inflected it like that. That's crazy. The Honored Ones podcast, right? Like that's God, we got our name from somewhere.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of questions to consider. So we will be considering them with you guys on air for content.
Yeah. Okay, bro. For content. Yeah, for sure.
So
okay. Yeah. Kick it off, man.
It's been some BR this before stream, right? But this is what, week 3, week 4 of this hiatus?
Something like that, yeah. I think so.
And I want to reflect on some personal changes in my life that have happened in this time frame, just to give you guys some perspective of the weird, like, feeling of time passing / the more time away from JJK has given me to just think about my own life, right? One, I got my driver's license on like the first week of this hiatus, right? I played some major life stuff, like, as far as moving out. I made some investments that you guys don't need to know about. But I have made them, and I am paying the price for them. Right? Not financial advice, not Bitcoin related. I'd never do that, just to be clear. That's absolutely not what it is. Not don't even.
He's actually invested in NFTs instead.
That's so fucking crazy to put on me. No, none of that either, right? But there's some bills due, right? I've had major personal developments that I'm not comfortable sharing on stream, but basically a lot of life progress has been made. And in that time, the most recent JJK chapter was Yuta versus Sukuna. This entire fucking time, man. My life has dramatically, not even dramatic, has shifted in a very dramatic, like, personal way, like major way. And in this time, not a single JJK chapter has dropped. And it got me thinking, not just about the future of this podcast, but just about like how long this hiatus has been, or God, man, how much my sense of time has like locked or has been affected by the chapters coming out, the leaks coming out, like the entire process of what we do. And it's given me a weird reckoning as a person where, without realizing to or not, right? I have started to base a lot of my internal life clock on these fucking JJK chapters. And this has made me take a dramatic step back and really reevaluate how I feel about that.
I simply quantify my life in JJK. What's wrong with that?
There's a lot wrong with it. That, like, this is not an endorsement. That's not where this was headed.
Okay, for sure.
Oh fuck, dude. I don't know. I just wanted to like get that off, right? Just that feeling, that whole experience, and what it's been like. I'm curious if you've had anything similar, or how you feel about it, just on that end. Just like
in terms of development, JJK is is usually a pretty constant for sure, right? Like in terms of, yeah, I know I'll read the JJK. I know Sunday we talk about them, and whenever TCB drops, I'll read that, then reread whatever John Wary decides he wants to translate, right? But that's kind of like that's definitely like a pattern or like a pretty regularly scheduled thing.
Mm-hmm.
But once again, funnily enough, I don't think that like my internal clock is wired as much. Like for me personally, or I know a lot of people are like like not just creators, right? But like as fans are like, fuck, dude, this JJK drought is killing me. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man. It's killing me too, guys. I'm one of y'all for real.
Yeah,
But
no,
in
yeah,
my head, I'm just like I'm like actually
you're chilling.
I'm chilling, bro. Like it's
And I find that
I'm
so peculiar. Like not like bad, just strange, you know? Like you are like arguably, right? And
mm,
you know, let me not put words in the mouths of the people that I'm about
mm.
to do right now, but
Put the words in the mouth of the people.
yeah,
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 for
yeah,
sure.
obviously. You know, I think the people, if you will are curious because you're, in their words, the PewDiePie of JJK. You think you have the most skin in the game.
Yeah, nah. Like it's almost like it's almost like to me it's such common sense that it's like yeah, no, I don't even really know how to like justify that. It's like, dude, should I put this?
Mm-hmm.
It's JJK, man. I'm chilling, and it's like okay, 4 week break, cool. I'll see y'all in 4 weeks, but we'll talk about JJK again in four
I
weeks.
mean, technically, like
Um,
5 or 6 for us, right?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I will say like people in chat are bringing up good points, right? I'd probably feel it more like in the past. I felt more Blue Lock 1 week breaks than I felt this one, right? It's
Interesting.
like, fuck, Blue Lock, come back, I need you. And JJK is very much like a series that I really love, but like I don't know, I'm not like the weekly the weekly nature of it doesn't really get to me like that. The most inconvenient thing I think about like JJK not coming out on Sundays is
Mm-hmm.
simply the fact that like whenever we do podcasts, we have to like spend a couple of minutes thinking about what we're going to talk about, if
Mm-hmm.
not the chapter for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the most inconvenient part of any break
But
week,
we've only done that
right?
once. Like, okay, this is our first Sunday stream in a couple of weeks.
I know,
On
but
top of that,
I'm
yeah.
not saying for this. I'm
Like
not saying for this
generally.
break. I'm saying
Uh,
any break, right?
right.
This break, I have not actually thought about the fact that JJK is on break, unless people bring up the fact that JJK is on break.
Interesting.
It doesn't even like occur to me as like a thing to think about. You know what I mean?
Is it
It's not that I don't think about JJK. I acknowledge JJK, right? It's not that I forgot
acknowledged
about
it?
JJK. It's just like yeah, it's on break, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I woke up today. Like so are we just saying things that are the case? Like that's nice. You
Mm.
know what I mean? That's kind of how I feel about it.
I suppose that's a way of looking at it, right? Like,
Mm,
I think maybe the reason I take it a bit more personally, right?
mhm,
And this actually goes into another update. It is when I make content, right? Like that's
mhm,
the only time I really clock in
mhm,
to being a content creator
mhm,
is for this podcast, right? Recently, that's changed with like TikTok getting back on that horse again, but generally,
mhm,
just being out of practice in that respect, aside from like the gaming streams that we do, um,
mhm,
JJK is obviously a huge part of this channel's identity. And again, we are not a JJK podcast, right? Like at least we try not to be. Um,
mhm,
you know, how successful we are, I'll leave up to the streets. That's you guys to
mhm,
decide. But I personally think we try our best to add a little bit of insulation there, right? However,
mhm.
it's still a mainstay for Sundays, right? It's it's a good little anchor that we use to establish, to give us an excuse to speak to each other on a weekly
Yeah.
basis. Um, and I going without it for so long and having all these major life events, because it could just be that major life events have happened in this time, right?
Mhm,
So, like that is also a factor that I would need to consider. Um,
mhm,
and with or without it, the feeling doesn't necessarily change for me. It's whoa, life keeps going. Like it keeps going, and I'm not just like in this fucking time bubble with these chapters coming out like week to week, clock in, clock out. and it was like I guess the best way I could describe it is, imagine you're working an office job, and just like randomly one day you become aware of it, and you're like, like, dude, I just got onboarded, and 10 months later, it's been 10 months.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, I mean, I understand it. Like, I like conceptually, like, I understand what you mean in that regard. I guess for me, it just hasn't really. Maybe part of it is like the lack of those momentous life events directly at that time. You know what I mean? Congrats on your license once again.
Appreciate it.
All the other stuff that we talked about in private or whatever. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm kind of chilling. I am curious. Do you find yourself thinking about the chapters themselves, or is it just what the chapters represent in like us showing up to the podcast? Because my guess would be it's the latter.
It's the showing up to the podcast.
Yeah. Like, and in that regard, right? It seems like it's not JJK is just like a stand-in for something. It's not really
like
it doesn't have anything.
Yeah, that's
it could be any
because it's a
regular
regular thing, right? Because like the JJK process, like, not to get like, I don't want to make this sound more corporate than I intend, right? But it's a job, right? Like that, like that's kind of like the partial mentality. Like, a job has a predictable work schedule, basically, right? Like week to week, day in, day out. You know what you're expecting, right? And this isn't necessarily this is a good thing, right? We've optimized the process for these episodes really well. We coordinate, our coordination with my coordination with Liv about the thumbnail, you with the title, like setting everything up, planning all this shit ahead of time, and like what we're going to talk about and structuring, right? Not to give you guys like a, not to ruin how the sausage gets made or how the magic trick is performed, right? But that process starts pretty early in the week. So there's actually very little downtime between like when these Sunday episodes end and like when the process for the next episode drops, right? Especially when the leaks were dropping on like Tuesdays, right? So at one point, for a good stretch of time, I'd say like months, we would have Mondays off. Like, when the anime wasn't airing, when it was just like the chapters and the leaks were like worse. It was like Sunday we'd do the stream, Monday nothing would happen, Tuesday the scans would drop, and then like by Wednesday the what do you call it? The leaks would drop, and then the scans would drop the following Wednesday, right? And then it's like, okay, trying to avoid them, nobody talk about them on Thursday, and then we will have read them either by Thursday night later in the day or Friday morning when they've been scanned, right? So and then we do it on Sunday, right? And you kind of rinse repeat. But so much of the week is like involved with JJK that going without it for so long feels like living in a different timeline.
Got you.
And I think that's why I'm so surprised that you don't feel the same way, because I would think the process, like, you not only have the podcast process, right, but you have your own video making process that's like heavily, intermingled with JJK.
Yeah, but my process is like, I've made it a point to not link any of my, not link any, but not to link a lot of my JJK content that when I do make it with current events, just because I think it's a very it's not a like it is subject to the whims, health, and feelings of Gege even more so than talking about any given series already is. So I kind of just like don't do that very often.
I see.
Like the Yuta and Gojo video are like the most recent exceptions of that, right? But like it's very rare that to make a JJK video for me, right? I have to, a new chapter has to be able to talk about it, right? Like it's, it can add to it, I guess, or maybe inspire an idea, but that's not really super necessary. I'm also like just not you give me the title maybe despite my not caring for it, right? Of like the PewDiePie of JJK. I'm like, dude, I don't want that. Right.
But
that's not what I'm aiming for.
I don't mean it. It's just to amuse myself. Like it's
for sure.
yeah,
right.
Like,
I'm just saying like it is in the direct opposition of the direction I'm trying to go.
Mm,
So it's just like it's even less of an attachment to it of like from that perspective, right?
mm,
Any apprehension that I would have for JJK break weeks could and would only come from like the actual me actually yearning for JJK to come back, right?
mm,
And and it just, especially with this chapter, just didn't happen, right? It clearly wasn't intended to be a cliffhanger in this way. Like
mm.
Gege was obviously sick.
Right.
um and don't get me wrong, there are situations in which Gege could go in a break week and I would feel that weight, right?
Mm,
This just isn't one of them. In a lot of instances, Gege just happens to not do it in cases where I'm like, fuck, dude, I need to know more about what's happening. Like I probably feel it during the Gojo versus Sukuna fight, right?
mm.
Much more than I do now,
That's fair.
or with this specific chapter,
Mm,
right? If it's something Megami related, you'll be damn sure I'm feeling it. Something Mule related, I'll be damn sure feeling it, right? But like, it's not to say I don't care about Yuta. I like Yuta a lot, right?
mm.
One of the better characters in the series as far as I'm concerned. But a Yuta focused cliffhanger, a Yuji focused cliffhanger, a Sukuna focused cliffhanger, probably not gonna get me to like genuinely be like, fuck, dude, I need that new chapter, which is the only way a break week about JJK will really get registered as like something of note in my head like that. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
That's how I feel.
Yeah. I mean
Um,
that's fair, right? I don't want to, put that on you, right? That you should be like
mhm,
panicking or whatever.
mhm.
Um it's just more of a I'm just picking your brain about it. Like I really am
Yeah,
just curious.
yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Um
Uh,
yeah, it's funny. Like the the life aspect of it, right? Like the predictability of it taking a hit, is in direct contrast because you asked me if it was about the chapter, like the chapters themselves, or if it was like about the process, and it's about the process, right? But I haven't really considered how I feel about the chapters themselves not coming out,
mhm.
and I think I've been happier. Let me rephrase. I don't hate JJK. That's not where this is going, right? This is not what this revelation
Mhm.
is, right? This whoa. That's not what any of this. That's not where any of this is going, right? I mean, I
Mhm.
felt happier because, like, as a fan of JJK,
Mhm.
because dude, I hate the leaks so much. I hate leak culture. I hate
Oh
these.
yeah, leaks suck.
Yeah, I hate these. I'm not gonna call them. Is this too?
Disgusting leakers.
I was gonna say this word. Hold on. Um,
Chat. Creams is currently typing up a slur.
I'm
Let's see
not
what it is.
to describe people who talk about the leaks online, leak
I
content
wouldn't say
creators.
that considering
Yeah.
our circle.
I know.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
but
Um,
there are creators out there who speak about the leaks and make their content off the leaks, which fair play. They're meeting a need, they're meeting a demand out there, they're getting their bag. I'm not gonna like be mad at them for playing the game, right? I
mm,
just respectfully, lovingly, affectionately mute them and keep it pushing.
mhm.
um,
Yeah.
but I haven't had to face that kind of feeling in a couple weeks, and I've just been able, and with all the personal life stuff, it's just been like a nice little breath of fresh air, nice little siesta for me.
Yeah.
The God, I wish it was after dark so I could just say this next bit. Like, you know what? Fuck it. Can you vamp for a bit? I'm just gonna type out the extended thought. Just let me know. Just because
Sure, man.
I'm just
Do your
being a hater.
thing.
Hold on.
Sure. I'll just say this on my part. I think that's also part of the reason I don't really care. No JJK chapter means no JJK leaks. And no JJK leaks means I can exist on the internet for the entirety of my
Mm-hmm.
week without having to fight for my life.
Uh,
Whereas with leaks, it's like there's a good 2 days out of my week where I'm like, I have to like, and it feels so stupid. Like, oh my god, can I look at Twitter? Can I look at TikTok? Can I look at YouTube? And I'm like, dude, I'm a grown ass man on my grown ass internet. Why the fuck am I not? Why the fuck am I why the fuck do I have to cower in fear because other motherfuckers can't tag their leaks or something? Um, let's see.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Another part of it, like the only thing I've experienced akin to that is like Elden Ring DLC spoilers.
Mm,
But aside from that, like that's also been a factor. Like, yeah, dude, I can just chill. Like, I can just be on my merry way and just like exist without having to think about this.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Also, yeah, just screen that. What do you think?
I mean, I see you. I mean, I don't really care about that because I don't know anybody like that, right?
I can
But
send you a list.
I'm sure you can. How should I phrase this politely? I don't give a fuck. Politely, of course, right? I
Polite.
care about. I was gonna lie to you and say I care about how much you hate them. Not really, not particularly. The person that we both know, right,
Mm-hmm.
and are friends with, it just doesn't apply to him.
It
So I
doesn't.
don't really care.
Yeah.
And everybody else that you could possibly be thinking of. I mean, I have. How should I put this? Right? I know of them. They don't show up on my feed. They
Mm-hmm.
don't show up on my timeline. Right? I personally take a stance of if I don't like them, I don't want to see them.
Mm-hmm.
You do not. So that might also play into some of the difference in excitement in regarding to lack of leaks or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm
yeah,
definitely not doing myself any favors a lot of these times.
yeah,
Yeah.
hmm,
Um.
yeah.
uh.
But
I was just hating chat.
yeah,
You didn't miss anything crazy.
for sure. Yeah. So like, I'm not a fan of leaks either. Like, getting into the whole is it moral, blah blah. I don't really give a fuck, right?
Mm-hmm.
My argument is not going to change people's minds. Who really cares?
Mm-hmm.
People are going to do things whether I like them to or not. I think they're very like stupid conceptually. Um,
Mm-hmm.
People like not to put you on blast, it's yet, but you say it's good for the impatient people. It's not. Y'all still wait the same week we do, right? The week just starts on a different day for y'all, which is to say, if leaks come out on Wednesday, once that Wednesday leak comes out, you still have to wait till next Wednesday, an
Mm-hmm.
entire week, to see it, right? You are no different from the people who read it on Sunday, then read it again on Sunday, because no matter what day that week starts, a week is a week is a week is a week. So I disagree with that notion. I think when you think about it for more than half a second, it becomes extremely silly, but who cares, right? I think a lot of things are silly. People probably think a lot of the things I like to do are silly. I don't really give a fuck, but it worsens my experience, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care for it all that much. Or it adds a layer of intentionality to me just kind of lazily going on the internet that I don't really care for.
Mm-hmm.
But this has been devoid of that, so I don't really care one way or the other. Um, that's kind of how I feel about it. Um, yeah, leaks definitely not dealing with leaks. That's cool. That's always solid. That's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that might also contribute to my lack of like JJK or missing JJK factor, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
Um.
yeah.
Yeah. Um.
Mm.
Sorry. I'm trying to find this super chat. Oh yeah, here it is. Sleeping Danger. Think of it the 14. Other than Peacock, what series has the most MCs?
Uh,
JJK, I guess.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, JJK probably has.
I guess any sports series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Haikyuu has a lot for sure. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but JJK probably has like if you're just talking about like main characters, like the main protagonist specifically, then JJK probably has a lot. Now, if you're talking about alive ones, well then okay, but you know, composite JJK main cast, yeah, there are quite a bit for sure. Um, yeah. That's kind of where I'm at.
Okay. Um. Okay, that's everything. That's everything. Cool. Oh, D Money. Wait, no. NJW, thank you for being a member for 11 months. How does an imaginary Takamura sitting in a chair still radiate aura? Because Takamura just aura merchant.
That's just him, bro. That's just him. And D Money, let's see. Thank you for the 10. I'm gonna be real. When JJK ends, the biggest thing I would miss is the weekly banners and chats you guys have. But I can cope with that by seeing what you guys do and watching you two grow. I appreciate that a lot.
Appreciate it.
And that probably be one of the bigger things about JJK that I think I miss the discussion for sure.
Yeah.
But,
And to be clear, this podcast is not ending with JJK. Like, I feel like we keep implying it, but like, let me just flat out say it, right? That's not the intention here. It's not what's on the docket, at least for me. I don't think it's on the docket for BR. He'll confirm that as soon as I'm done talking. But it's not the mission statement of this podcast. It's not why we do this podcast. It is an excuse to keep doing it.
yeah. And it's also just the thing that we kind of gravitated to talking about the most. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things. But yeah. Let's see. What else? What else? What else?
Yeah. So
Yeah. Well, there was definitely more to this combo, right? That you had in mind.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I gotta hold on. I'm gonna mute for literally 15 seconds. Give me a sec.
Yeah. Do your thing. Do your thing, brother. Do your thing. Yeah, but the hour-long discussion weekly sort of replace. It's hard to replace if we're limiting ourselves to like manga exclusively or like specific chapters. Um, and Kadko, you haven't you're a member, right? I'm sure you see the After Dark shit. It is very, very easy to for us specifically to talk about shit for an hour, right? I talk about shit for an hour that everybody in here is gonna like. Don't know, right? But an hour-long discussion, even just about media or the state of the AniTube community or the state of Shonen Jump or whatever, right? We can talk about that for a while and not mention JJK if we wanted to. Boruto's definitely not going to be an hour-long discussion, I fear, but um, there are plenty of things that could occupy our time, in my opinion, at least, right? But I do think that JJK provides a little bit of ease and a little bit of like extensive knowledge, right? Like for me specifically, the reason JJK Talk is so easy is because of the amount of videos I've made on it, and it's also like I can pull up specific conversations characters have, like oh, hey Ronin, remember when this character said this? I'm like, oh yeah, chapter 152, right? And Amaki slaughtering the Zenin clan or some shit. And it's just because of how much we've talked about JJK, how many videos I made about JJK, how much I've had to reference certain chapters, certain moments, certain instances, blah blah blah. That kind of comes, and it just makes conversation like that much more casual. Whereas in a lot of other instances, or maybe with other manga that are newer, or we haven't talked about as much, or we're just haven't been as invested in for as long, it does make that conversation a little bit more active for sure.
Also, I did unmute after 15 seconds, but you were just like talking.
Yeah.
So
Good job.
yeah.
But yeah, let's see.
Yeah, no. JJK has obviously fit a weird role in our lives and is, I think it's a pretty big part of our friendship. I don't know. Like, would you say that? Because I feel like it's gotten smaller as, we've gotten to know each
I
other.
mean,
But it used to
it's
be like, it used to be a majority of it, especially at the beginning.
I would say it was an establishing pillar for sure. But I would say it, like, JJK disappearing right now, I don't think would affect much of like our friendship at all.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, hopefully
yeah,
not knock wood, right? But I mean, it hasn't
yeah,
so far with this hiatus, right?
yeah. I
Like,
mean,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't really imagine it doing so. You know what I mean?
Like,
Yeah.
and
So
I guess like
it's kind of, it's not,
I guess like as far as future direction, if you want to get into that, right? Yeah, I joke about it, but if Hozenoko wants to lock in, just do me that stuff.
Okazona.
Hokazono, whatever, wants to get me to lock in. If he wants to lock in, actually, shit, I'll pretend. Fuck, bro, I'll be the most Kagurabachi one on Earth, man. Fuck.
Yeah. Anywho, I mean, yeah. I mean, we can talk about whatever. In all honesty, I don't think it really matters. Like I said, people may not care, but
We'll talk about it.
yeah, shit. Like, no offense, of course, chat, but like, y'all not caring is a consideration, but not a deal breaker.
Yeah. But you know what I want
As
to
Sleepy Leisure said, we've talked about family heirlooms for 30 minutes, and we cut it short because we were supposed to stream other stuff.
Oh yeah, no.
Last week.
Like
That was not like a
yeah.
was not like a full extent.
Yeah. Actually, chat.
Thing.
Yeah. Let me clarify. It's not a. I'm not doubting our ability to do it. We can do it with our fucking eyes closed.
For sure.
It's more about like doing it at the same scale.
Yeah.
That is literally the only distinction.
Yeah.
It's so. It's kind of a strange feeling. To talk about this podcast in a very meta way on the podcast about the podcast. But I don't know. Like, I was trying to think of a shorthand way to keep referring to our mission statement or whatever. I just want to say read the sign or some shit like that. Like, that's not what we're here for. That's not what the founding fathers intended.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. What he said, chat. What he said. Yeah, I mean that's and that to me doesn't really require anything particularly special, right? There may be like an interesting reflection period, but I honestly don't think it would take all that much to switch over, which is why like JJK ending has become noticeably less of a boogeyman. I see it in the rear view mirror than I
Mm.
guess maybe what it was like what how I considered it like a
Even a
year
year
ago
ago,
or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I mean, it's not
um
like if you want a practical response, right? I think like we just won't run out of shit to talk about.
mm,
Um, Knock wood. We have other series that we regularly like, even in this stream, right? Those other
mhm,
series still exist, right? They
mhm,
can go anywhere. And there is also the JJK anime still going on. Like that won't be done for a while. Like Gege will have been done for years by the time the last season of it airs, I think.
mhm.
So that's also another thing we could just talk about or just use as another excuse, right? Um, I also this is like a little this is what I want your take on this as a creator, right?
Okay.
What is the mileage of evergreen JJK content? Do you think? Right? Like what do you like? Because I think there's a
High,
because I think like
very
some
high.
because I think something like One Piece is sky high, right?
Mhm,
But I think something like My Hero is somewhere in the middle, right? Like I
mhm,
it right, but with JJK, I think it's higher than My Hero would be, despite the shorter length for one reason, and that's like Gege's prioritizing of fights.
mhm,
Like I definitely think that adds a lot. A certain unnamed YouTuber has popularized the why blank versus blank isn't close template. They'll go
mhm.
unnamed, but that's still there's still fun videos to see, and I definitely think end of series versions of characters are going to be very fun to put in those situations.
I'll put it like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I were to only make JJK videos for a year,
You could
I
do it
think I might start like after the series ends, I can maybe do 2 years without a new chapter
weekly.
or anime or anything.
Like how often?
Weekly? Yeah, probably.
Okay, that's fair.
I could probably rattle off 50 ideas that don't require a new JJK chapter right now if I looked at like a Google spreadsheet that I
Mm.
have. Like it's not hard in my opinion, right? There are plenty of ideas that you can make, um, iterate on, blah blah blah. That's also part of the reason I'm not worried, right? In all honesty,
Mm.
I don't think like it doesn't JJK with no chapters coming out is definitely not going to have the same motion it does with chapters coming out on a weekly basis, of course, right? But not only am I trying to get away from being JJK exclusive as a content creator, but like I'm also just like, even if I wasn't trying to, I would. It's like however long it takes for JJK to end. I feel like I got 2 years after that without any new material, without any anime, without any blah blah blah. Just I could make what if I'm doing it weekly? What like 104 JJK videos in the meantime, and I wouldn't be scraping at the bottom of the barrel. Is how I'd put that, right? Um, that's
Mm.
how I feel. So it's kind of where I'm at. And if you eliminate versus battles, I still probably have like a year and a half, right? Um,
Mm.
just of video. Like there's plenty of things to talk about, in my opinion. So that's not really worried about. Now I think a lot of people probably struggle with that, but in all honesty, it's like it's not that I'm impressive for doing this. I think even a simpleton could understand the ease of talking about like JJK in a more evergreen sense. That's
Mm.
my take though. Um,
Mm. That's fair. That's fair. Um,
mm,
I am so curious about where a lot of the there's gonna be some channels out there that I'm genuinely so curious to see what direction they take their stuff in. Like
yeah, for sure.
I, I will be, I'll be looking for bated breath. Looking for
Yeah,
bated breath. I will be looking with bated breath.
yeah. I was gonna let you get that off, but I'm gonna let you correct it
Yeah.
yourself,
Wow.
brother.
That took me a second.
Uh, Arkham Lover, thank you for the 20. Popping back in. I don't know if it's been addressed, but are you guys looking to have a core series of JJK ends the podcast?
We
Or are
joke.
you looking to keep it more general anime podcast? Any series you're looking for or
Like
looking to?
we joke about it a lot. But I'm like, just, I don't know, Blue Lock for a bit would probably be cool. Um, uh, Kagurabachi, if my jokes are any indication. Um,
Like a vulture, he will latch onto any popular series to talk about. Yes.
yeah.
Shit. My vending machine turned into a slot machine. If that shit got popular enough, bro, I was like, yeah, bro, that's my favorite series. It's ongoing. Give it an anime. Give it a manga, bro. Yeah, he's locked in. It don't matter. Quality is not a factor for this guy, Chad. Um, no, but maybe. I mean, Kagurabachi, if it naturally arises that way. But bless you. But I'll
Yeah.
say personally, I don't really like. I if there isn't one that immediately props up, I don't care. We'll just talk about general stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like anime or manga in general. Maybe the book club will be a little bit more of a prominent part of it. Um, like we'll really lock into that in a more structured way or something. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I, in all honesty, like I'm at this point right now, I'm like wherever wherever it may lie, I'm kind of down with. That's kind of how I feel about that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Um, okay.
Mm,
Uh, I'm just like I'm kind of workshopping a thought here that I'm
mm.
fifty
No,
fifty on.
Jesus.
So because
Hot garbage incoming.
because you
Chat, get
say
down.
because you
Get down,
say
chat,
hold on
get down.
because he said general like kind of anime podcast.
Hmm. Think like trash taste, basically.
I mean, let's so general. You know what's a word? Okay, you know coincidentally, right? You know what word is really close to the word general?
Um,
Generic. We can. There is a blueprint for that type of podcast, I think, right?
uh-huh.
Um,
I mean, literally our betters, trash taste for
I
sure.
betters is all right, man.
No, for sure, bro.
All right, man.
You've actually specifically told me that like, hey, bro, I actually don't think we're the best podcast on the planet. I think we're the second best, second only to trash taste. That's actually what you told me that they are your goats. So
Wait,
I'm actually just parroting you.
wait. So does that mean?
Um,
Would you say that like Connor's your goat? Maybe Joey? Maybe Garnt?
No, no, no. You as someone who has actually threatened my life multiple times, saying, "Hey, bro, if you don't glaze trash taste, I'll literally quit." You know what I mean? I just decided, you know what, bro, I'll let you have this. Garnt's your goat, Connor's your goat, the other guy's your goat. Um, they're all your goats, bro. And who am I to stand in the way between you and your endless, deep well of love for trash taste, second only to O'Hara as your goat. Um,
Wow. Can't believe
yeah,
stream is
man.
gonna end right now. That's so crazy.
Hey, man. If you need to go cry, you know what I mean. Maybe go watch an O'Hara video, a trash taste episode, just to really calm things down. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Do your thing, bro. I won't judge you.
all right. You know what we have been doing, both of us, in this hiatus?
Mhm.
Watching the new season of The Boys.
Yeah.
Woo! Shit,
Ooh.
shit is gas. I'm afraid. BR asked me this question, and I'm gonna say it to the class. How are we feeling about this season compared to the other one so far? I have it as like a contender for maybe the second best season after season 3. Soldier Boy fucking went crazy in season 3. I think he definitely boosted the hell out of it, and I just enjoyed the Black Noir stuff as well. I think the boys was really in their bag season 3. Season 1 I would have as my second favorite, and then uh, this current season is shaping up to be the third best, and then season 2.
Yeah. I haven't rewatched any of the boy seasons in a while, but just off memory, it's probably shipping up to be my least favorite. But
Mm.
um, I don't know if that's like a bad thing. I don't remember season two all that well, so I might not be able to speak on that. But it's it would go season three, season one, maybe this season than season two, or season two than this season. But it's not that I don't like it. I do. It's very fun, but
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just like I guess I'm less interested in certain key players in this season so
Mm-hmm.
far than I have been for a lot of other seasons. Like this is probably the least I've cared about Kimiko and Frenchie. In all honesty, just like I'm just not really interested in their subplots at all.
Yeah, because they used to
Um,
be like my favorites in the first like couple seasons. I don't know. They just had that sauce about them.
yeah, I'm just not like, and it's not that they're bad, but what they got going for them most recently, it's not really. I'm not super enticed for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but that's probably like the reason it's gone down. But I mean, the boys are still the boys. Very good, very good. Enjoyable stuff for sure. Um, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Also, I just want to say it's absolutely sinister, like not in a haha way, but like actually in a deranged way. How people keep, I see so many people on TikTok keep referring to like season one Starlight as pre-nerf Starlight.
Yeah,
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
yeah. You know what they're talking
I know
about,
what they're
but
talking, but like, what the fuck are you guys talking? Like, you know what? Like the way your
yeah,
dad would say it.
yeah. Just people with no filter, no empathy, and no common sense. That's all it is.
Deranged behavior. Arkham level
For
14,
sure.
thank you for the 15. For the 15. Thank you for the 5. Follow up to my previous one. Also, does the release schedule change? I don't think so. Also, didn't
Yeah,
mean to make it sound like BR is basic. This is the goat of podcasting. I'm
for
where
sure.
where we're
Ice creams would
both.
say second only to
All right, man.
trash taste. But I think it's the go to podcasting. Creams disagrees, but I appreciate the 5. Don't worry, I didn't think you made me look basic. Creams is just hating.
All right,
Um,
man. All
so
right.
it's all good, bro. And DC YouTube, thank you for the 10. Thoughts on becoming a more general media-based podcast instead of anime manga focus? Also, would love an expansion of the book club. Maybe recommendations to each other and a polled recommendation. W series talk
Yeah,
today. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
appreciate you. Like,
Yeah,
where
media in general
yeah,
definitely on the table.
yeah,
You know.
there's no expiration on like ideas we can have, you know,
Yeah.
like obviously we're gonna try to evolve over time, right? It's more
Mhm.
just like the JJK list future that we're you know trying to discuss is like it's just like a more serious conversation that we're going to have, and this hiatus has gone on long enough, and technically for you guys, even if JJK drops a chapter next week, will like there's no podcast, right,
Yeah.
on After Dark or regular, right? So it's just about this would be the norm minus all the vacations like we took, right? But like as far as After Dark, right, just video games and just chatting with you guys on a more personal level and figuring out what to do on Sundays. Yeah, it's just going to be it just
Definitely
going
gonna be a transition period,
yeah.
but we'll be fine, Chad. Don't even worry about
Yeah,
it.
not
Don't
quite,
even
not
worry
quite,
about it.
not quite. Yeah,
But yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, I do think that like if there is not another flagship series we feel like we want to talk about to that extent, then just go like expanding what we do for maybe the book club would probably be a thing that we consider just because it allows for us to get into new things, maybe new mediums, and then just explore it on a pretty consistent basis. So yeah, it's kind of where I'm at personally, personally speaking. Um,
mm-hmm.
but I'm very fluid in that. I don't really mind going either direction, in all honesty. Um, but yeah.
Yeah. Overall, appreciate you guys for coming out, showing up
Hmm.
every time. You guys are real as hell. All the people who donate, all the people who were now members. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys.
Hmm.
Ideally, like book club poll and stuff will go up this week, so we'll get started on that like when BR comes back. But just like we already have the pick. Might do a themed one. I'm thinking might be cool to do like a classics week or some shit.
That classics week.
I
Bro
don't know.
just wants to Bro just wants to put the manga that got absolutely trounced back in there
Hey,
again, but
you
with a
can.
reason, bro.
Okay, okay. I'll put some
Like,
other stuff on there. Okay, I'll pick two. You pick two. Damn. Two classics you
oh,
haven't read that you want to read.
uh, what? How late can a classic have been published?
Let's say
Uh,
pre 2000, pre HD.
Motherfucker. Sorry, I'm not 50. What do you mean? Just give me a time, bro.
Damn,
Give me a date.
motherfucker.
When you were in middle school back in 18.
20th,
Not 100.
20th century.
Okay. So nothing beyond the 2000s.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, like from like when World War II ended to like I don't know
99 and back, bro. 99
Yeah,
and back.
there you
Jesus, just say that. It's so much simpler than I don't that 99 and back, bro. From 99 anywhere into the past. Jesus.
Damn, Ron, you really about Zatchbell. I was ready to die about it.
Bro. As you with Astro Boy. But anyways, yeah.
Anyway, appreciate you guys for coming out. We will see you not next week.
The week after.
Yeah, I think the next time you guys will be seeing us, members, is the 11th. July 11th.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Thank you, Arkham Lover 14, for becoming an honored one. We'll see you on the 14th or the 11th. The 11th.
Yeah.
Yes, I had a lot of item mentally. We'll see you guys for ideally the return of the Elden Ring streams, so we can do this DLC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Troop texted me. He just beat it right now.
Nice.
So it's gonna be exciting stuff. Appreciate you guys. I don't know, you're gonna be seeing me on TikTok probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Condolences, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will see y'all when we see y'all. Hope you have a good rest of your day.